This is a story about how we change as we grow up and how our lives become so neatly controlled that we forget who we are. I met her after 3 years at a quiet cafe, the kind we used to dream about visiting when we were younger. Back then, our biggest concern was whether 5 rupees would be enough to buy ice cream after school. Now she sat across from me, perfectly put together neatly in her own clothes. She used to love chai. I remember how she did blow on the foam and laugh at nothing. Today she ordered black coffee with no sugar. There was a stiffness in the way she held herself, like she was afraid to spill something. Not the drink, but herself. Her clothes were elegant, her hair neatly placed, her smile polite, too polite, the kind you give to strangers, not someone who once you knew every secret. Hi, she said. Just that, no rush of words, no breathless stories. The girl who once filled silence with endless chatter now let them sit behind us like unfamiliar guests. I noticed the faint shadows under her eyes, carefully hidden but not gone. They reminded me of long summer afternoons cycling home from school, sweat on our brows, laughter to our lungs, coins clutched tightly in our hands as we argued over which ice cream to buy. Back then, life felt simple, or maybe we were. Her phone rang, sharp and sudden. She flinched, then quickly composed herself, offering me a polite, apologetic smile. I'm sorry, she said, already standing. I have to take this. And just like that, she stepped away into a conversation that sounded important, controlled, and distant, a world I couldn't quite reach. I sat there watching the untouched coffee in the form and grow it cold. For a moment, I tried to find her in my memories, the girl with untamed laughter, with dreams too big for our small town, with a heart that worked itself openly. But the more I searched, the more she seemed like someone I had imagined. When she returned, she smiled again, polite, measured. We spoke a little more after that about safe things, work, weather, time, and passing. Nothing mattered. When we finally parted, she hugged me lightly, careful not to crease her own clothes. Let's meet again, she said. I nodded, so something inside me knew we wouldn't. As I walked away, I couldn't help but wonder, when did we stop becoming who we dreamed of and start becoming what the world could accept?